Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ink Thoughts podcast. So, how are you, Andrew?
Hello. For some reason, I just felt like it's been a very, very long time since I last heard you hosting the podcast. But I think I think it's just like 2 weeks ago, right? I don't know, but it just feels
Yes.
it just feels very long time ago. But yes, okay, this week, what happened this week? I don't know if I feel like recently I do need to actively think of what actually happened because there is not much that actually happened every week. This period of time is just like it's just very, very normal where I just try to hustle through my week the same way over and over again. But yes, okay, so what happened this week? I mean, this week there's a few changes because the one main thing I'm struggling with is my FYP now, which I'll say that I made considerable progress in it. And another thing I made quite a lot of progress is actually in my YouTube side. So I've actually scheduled my video all the way up to 26th of March, which is amazing, like amazing because so it means that I can practically do nothing for the next 2 weeks. But then I think I'm still gonna do 2 videos next week, just to load up a lot of video, because I know that if I can do this all the way until the deadline of my individual dissertation, it will just help because like the last few weeks I can just like totally full all into my individual dissertation. But other than that, because of my individual dissertation, so I kind of put off a lot of rules of my life, as in like now I don't necessarily wake up at 5 and I don't necessarily journal and meditate and all that, because at this period of time individual dissertation is kind of my primary thing that I need to do. But at least I did get some progress in yesterday. It was quite funny actually. Yesterday I'm not sure how familiar are you with like machine learning, but then we are supposed to make a model. A model is kind of like a how do I say that? A sample environment-ish, I guess.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh, okay, no. It's kind of like a sample set of instructions. Because like whenever we teach the machine, we are kind of teaching the machine how to do one thing. And then once
Okay.
they have done it, and then we save their set of instruction. We kind of save how they managed to do this thing, and then we can use this to test on another set of things, and then see how they perform on that thing through this set of instructions. Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing is that yesterday, because my project is about making kind of like trying to make 2 sets of instruction and then combine them, because when we combine them usually it gets better result. So, and that's what I've been doing. I've successfully got 1 set of instruction, but then yesterday I kind of managed to get another set of instruction completed. So now, but it's not complete as in like it's semi-complete, because I was totally reusing another code which doesn't totally fit. That's why I have to stop some of my original code from processing. That's how I made it work. But at least it made it work 50%, and now I kind of grasped the idea on how to rebuild it. So that's what I think I'll be doing today. And then once that's done, I just need to combine them. And then I just need to figure out how to combine them. And then I guess, that's it. That's perfect. Yeah. Yay, perfect.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
So everything everything is on track now.
I mean, it's already off track. It's already off track, but then I mean like at least it's kind of figured out, I guess. I don't know. I guess I kind of have a clue now, because I mean the thing what I'm doing now, not a great thing by the way, but for anyone that want to do any kind of sort of huge project that has a very active deadline and then your life kind of depends on it, make sure that you choose something that you actually like. Unlike me, which I chose something which is cool, I think it will look good on my cert, and then it will look good in my future. I could possibly even get a PhD or something, and then I turn out not liking it, and then so don't do that. That's why I'm just doing it like a a minimal thing. As long as it works in the end, then it's good enough. That's what I'm doing now. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend everyone doing this. So yes, amazing. Yeah. So this is kind of like one of the best thing that happened, I guess. I kind of, I literally, I don't know. I guess I'm still a pen and paper person. I don't know, because I have to write it out. I still have to write it out into papers to kind of understand stuff. Not even iPad for some reason. I guess the thing I don't like about iPad is that iPad is great that it's easy to write and erase-ish, but the thing it lacks is that you cannot lay two documents side by side. Like you cannot, let's say if you want to compare something, sometimes you draw it on a piece of paper, two different things, but then you can't lay it side by side unless you get two iPads, which of course I'm not that rich yet, but I don't know. I guess no, it's just not gonna be enough. Like you might need infinite amount of iPad at one point. Yeah, I mean maybe iPad is a good way to like edit the document, and then eventually you still need a printer to do all the stuff. Yeah. But I mean, like, that's how I use a paper,
Understand.
which is like perfect. I can like visually compare two things side by side. Something like that. Yeah, that's something that really worked out for me. Yeah. But yes, so I guess this is pretty much my boring week. Yeah. Nothing really special. Oh yes, okay. I guess there's something special, which is I'm going for Batman later. There's like free tickets. That's why I hope that I will have time today to like work on my final year project after this, because it's quite a packed day. We are recording podcasts at the very, very early hours. We started our meeting at around 6 here in UK time, and then later I'm going for a movie at 10, and then around noon time I'm gonna record another podcast. Hopefully after that I will have the energy to try to make a prototype of what I'm supposed to do. Hopefully.
Yeah, I just hope that I won't fall asleep later
I don't think you'll fall asleep.
while recording.
I mean that it only happened once to me where I almost fell asleep. I don't know what happened. But yeah, like, okay. So yes, how was your week, Verene?
Yeah, to be honest, my week is pretty boring as well. Yeah, but I was actually a bit overwhelmed for the past 2 days because of the patient case that I'm handling. Yeah, I kind of get how do I say this? I feel very helpless. I don't know what else should I do that time. But now I think I've slowly sorted things out. So yeah, it just takes time, and yeah, that's pretty boring week. But yesterday, okay, I recognized a one new talent of mine.
Oh, what talent is that? Interesting.
Okay, don't keep your expectation too high. My talent is I'm able to stand. I'm able to sleep when I'm standing. Yeah, throughout the whole journey. Yes.
I'm not sure if I can do that, but I don't think I've ever done that. Have I done that? I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine what happened to you, because last time when I was working back in Go-Kart back in 2019 when I was having my intern, I do take the train back home as well. I know if I'm sitting, there is a risk of me sleeping, but then I don't think if I stand I will sleep though. Which is, yeah, I guess that's quite a skill of yours. Yeah. I don't think I can ever sleep when I'm standing. I have no idea. Yeah. But yeah, well done.
Yeah, but I'm at the corner side so I'm not that afraid that I will fall. Just that if I fall forward, there's a possibility. But yeah.
I can imagine how that would be a joke if you fall. You could even someone would even record it online, and then who knows, you might see yourself on the next day of Sneeze.
Oh no.
Anonymous girl who was slept while standing in a train.
And the most interesting part is that she fall down.
Yeah. You should if that happened, you should actually go out and and then actually tell them that that's yours, and then you can get some publicity. Who knows, you became popular after that. That's how you can promote your own YouTube channel. Oh my god.
Oh no,
I wonder.
Andrew Kwan.
I wonder if there's anyone actually checked out your YouTube channel after this. I mean, I know. I mean, like people do listen to our. Oh no! Wait, no. Okay, never mind. I forgot. I forgot the fact that. I forgot the fact that because we are always pre-recording this, so the episodes where I'm actually talking about your YouTube channel haven't released yet, so it doesn't make sense yet. Yeah, so I still need to.
Yeah.
I think the earliest will be next week. The earliest will be next week because that will be the episode where I actually talk about your YouTube channel came out. Yeah.
But it's not that easy to find my channel.
I mean, I told them that's Verene Yao. When you type Verene Yao, I think there's just one result, right? I don't think there's so many people called Verene Yao, right? Like Verene is not a special name, right? Let me just search Verene Yao. Yeah, if I search Verene Yao, the first thing that comes up is the Instagram, and then the second thing is just your YouTube channel. Yeah.
Huh, really? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then the third thing is, for some reason, some podcasting. I'm not sure if it actually it's weird. It's because it talks about best Verene Yao podcast. Okay, it actually shows up. So there is Ink Thoughts. Ink Thoughts does show up over there. And then the fourth is Ink Thoughts. Fifth is Apple Podcasts, Ink Thoughts. Then 7th is another podcast. So okay, amazing. Actually, our podcast is getting quite popular. Give me a second. Sorry, I feel like I'm spending a bit of time here. But then let me just check my own name. Andrew Kwan. Yeah, Andrew Kwan. There's this apparently this popular guy from popular politician from Singapore that's like taking up my name. So it takes what? Oh my god, the first page is all not me except a picture. Oh my god, I thought my I thought my podcast would be that popular that would be covered my whole thing. It's only the second page where my YouTube channel actually came up and my Instagram actually came up. Yeah, that's quite sad. But yeah, you can see that.
Oh yay!
How popular you are.
Just that no popular people use that name.
I mean, you be the first. I like you. No matter how popular you are, you're still the most popular using that. And then I will have to work up my way to redeem my name as Andrew Kwan. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's all for our updates of the week. Okay, let's go into our topic today. Today we're talking about 20 years alive. I remember there's one day, I forget what we were talking about, then it suddenly comes up with this idea, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like...
Why actually you think about this though?
I felt like I did mention this in previous episode of podcast. I'm not sure which one, or maybe I didn't. It's just imagination of mine that I actually did. So I came out of this... actually, it was quite a... It was because of a opportunity of mine which sparked this thought, but I forgot how long did it take into that opportunity which caused me to think of it. But then that opportunity is basically me coming into the UK. It was quite a lucky thing to me. Yeah, it wasn't quite a smooth one. I even at one point I even thought of not coming to a UK, and then once I ended here, oh my god, it's beautiful. UK is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful place. And then yeah, so because right at the time when I came to UK, I was 21 years old. Actually, it's like just a few months ago, but then it happens to be in 2021. So I was 21 years old, and then yeah, it just sparked this idea to my head. Like, why not? Like, because the thing about coming to a new place. Okay, so coming to a new place, it's like. How do I say it? It's like both comfortable and uncomfortable part. So it's like you get to grow at the same time, kind of comfortably, something like that. Because what happens is that in life there is a lot of elements which we hold on to, which is important to us. I think important to us is the better term. So we need money, we need friendship, we need family and all this blah blah blah, a ton of stuff. Like even your pets or whatever, that even your girlfriend, relationship, whatever, all this takes into account. But then the thing is that whenever you go somewhere else, you can't bring most of them, one of the thing that is universal, that can be used universally would be money. That's where the comfortable part comes in, because if you are rich, you can go somewhere else. It's like you wanna get out of your comfort zone, where you kind of go and find different opportunities, find new friends, live in a new environment. But then at the same time, you know that you're still comfortable because you have the money. You're not like going there empty-handed, something like that. It's kind of like just like kind of experience a new life in a safe way, kind of like that. That's why this sparked me the idea, like, why not? Because sometimes after a certain amount of years, assuming that we are actually quite successful doing that, I think 20 years is enough for someone to get relatively successful, and especially in this age, like, I would say that your company could be something that is that you can bring around the world, unlike family or friends where it's out of your control. But company, you kind of can do that nowadays. You just have to like sort out some things. So it shouldn't be a problem. Where that's why I think it's worth considering this idea where, like, after 20 years, when you get relative success in one place and then you kind of get comfortable in one place, kind of too comfortable, maybe it is time to just, why not kind of like just get a new life change? Not exactly a new life, but a life change where just, move to somewhere else, start in a new environment, start to get to know new people. And then another thing is that it's the experience that is quite a lot more important, because I guess recently, like, people have realized that life isn't all about money and all that. I think especially during COVID, where we realized that, there's a lot of things we can do, and then because of this COVID, we couldn't go out and do more things, experience more things. People kind of tend to value their personal needs, personal experience a lot more. That's where I came to realize that, I think this is quite a good idea. 20 years we experience one new place, and then just kind of start a new life, and then after 20 years we start over again, because it's kind of force ourselves into growing, I guess. So this is just an idea I got out. It's like kind of the, how do I say that? It's like kind of the balance between a comfortable life and a life where you get to travel around the world, I guess. Yeah. It's not that hectic as you like compared to you traveling around the world every few months, but it's not that comfortable, like you just sit in one place and then do nothing for the rest of your life, something like that. Yeah, that's how I came up with this idea.
Okay, like you say, right? It requires money to do that, because if you have money, then it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, let's say you have quite a big amount of money with you, but the process of like moving to another place, maybe it takes up a lot of money. Then after that, you might not be that rich. You're still okay, just not that rich. Do you think you can accept the difference? Like, yeah.
Okay, this is quite a good question. Actually, yeah. I mean, the point I made was that, because like why I did this, it's like it's a relatively effortless thing, because and then it's not that uncomfortable that you would hate doing it. I think most people will enjoy doing it, but when you talk about that, it's kind of true. I mean. It's I like it this way because it's kind of comfortable and effortless, but then it could be a bit challenging for people that have no money, and even if they have no money, they shouldn't stop doing it if they think that this is a good idea. Why not? Of course they can do it, just that they have to accept that it will be harder, and who knows, maybe it's because of the challenge that they actually like it. So, but for me personally, if I have no actually I'm not sure how it will make me broke by moving, just because it costs a lot. I don't think it would let me do it. I mean, like, that's unrealistic in a actual world point, something like that. But then never mind. Let's just make it theoretically. If that happens, I guess it kind of depends on where I'm going. If that country which I'm moving to is really something that I have a good experience in, I think, yeah, why not? Because actually you can do that. So I mean, another thing that made me felt comfortable is because of the environment in the UK, where English, because we know how to speak English, and then we can kind of adapt with their culture, their food, whatever, and all that. So that's why we're okay with it. Like, imagine if I asked you to move to Afghanistan, definitely that's not something you would enjoy, right? Like, even though like, no matter if you're rich or you're poor, I don't think that will be something that you would enjoy. So it kind of just depends on where the place is. Even if it's someplace really good, even with no money, I don't know. I think it's okay. It's okay to go to. But I mean, for people with actually no money, I guess they can actually you can actually find out, because like there's many places, and then every country has to have their own rules. That's why you don't necessarily need to just go to like first world country. You can even start with just a slightly better country, or even worse, who knows, like some people do like to challenge themselves and then like move to Afghanistan and all that, because like other countries might have a relatively low cost, and then why not just start over there and then casually move your way up into a first world country. But personally, I would definitely recommend everyone who have never actually lived their life in a first world country to live in a first world country. It's quite a different experience, at least until now. Few months in, I haven't been staying here for at least a year, but then a few months in, I think it's quite a life-changing thing that it's worth exploring for people. Yeah, you actually get a very different mindset.
Yeah, when you're explaining all that, I suddenly have this thought. Actually, because as you said, 20 years is kind of enough for a person to get successful. And so let's say in 20 years, then someone is already successful and he or she got the social status that they like and all, but then slowly maybe they forget what's that their intention or their main goal that they want to achieve. Yeah, because of you have money, you have status, you have everything, then you kind of lost yourself in all that. But let's say after 20 years, you choose a new place and start everything over again. You're not you can kind of reflect on what you want as well.
Yes, exactly.
Because because you are so comfortable in the past 20 years because of all the things that you have achieved. Yeah, so if you move to a new place and start everything all over again, you get the chance to really think about, is that really what you want?
Actually, that's
again,
true. I mean, I'm, because I don't know, there's this I'm not sure why, but there's this interesting thing about like when you move to somewhere new. I don't know, maybe I don't know, but I guess, okay, I'm not sure why. It's actually quite an interesting question. I'm not sure if everyone feels the same on this, but then I feel like whenever people go to somewhere new, they can accept lower standards ish.
Oh, okay.
Like lower living, not like, I don't know how to say that, but okay, let's say you have a bungalow in your back in your home country, and then when you move to somewhere new, you can actually accept, let's say, a condo or apartment. I'm not sure if everyone agrees with that, but I felt like this is what I am okay with. I don't know, but I felt like, this is what I'm okay with. Like, maybe because there's just too many things that you will enjoy in that new life, where you kind of put your focus on that, so you wouldn't put too much focus on the materialistic things around you. Maybe like example, back in Malaysia, we are already at a plateau where there is nothing new around Malaysia, where we need to use materialistic things around us, like buying a new car, buying a new house, to kind of make us feel satisfied. Yeah. I'm not sure if that is something that you can agree with, but I felt like this is actually the reason why we can live a lower we can accept a lower standards of living when we're in another new country.
I think I'll agree to that partially because I believe there will still be some people that they kind of have different expectations.
Okay.
Because your expectation is to explore the world, to explore the environment.
All right.
But for some people, maybe they are not.
Okay, I totally agree with that. Because I guess I just kind of I put more of the focus on the experience and the different things I do. I guess that's why even recently I wouldn't really enjoy traveling, because my actual focus is kind of just try to be successful. That's why I would rather sit in my room and then make my YouTube videos and all that, try to improve myself instead of just traveling around. If I traveling around, I would be focusing on how I will be creating content or something. I guess that's why I felt different. I wouldn't really care about where I live, as long as I can set up a camera, I can put my computer and all that, then it will be fine. Okay, I guess that kind of depends on people. Interesting. Interesting that you put that thought out. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about so do you have any plans like after 20 years for now?
Actually, yeah, I guess I need to clarify on something. I mean, 20 years isn't. I think even 10 years can. Because usually when people embark on this journey, they either have some kind of bravery or they have some kind of success, and then you can just work things out. Even in 10 years time, I guess there can even be success. But for me, for some reason, I kind of just set 20 years as a default, because 20 years is not just like you should be able to get some success. I guess by 20 years you definitely can just move out of country. You have the ability to do that. But 10 years time, I think that will be enough for most people. But 20 time is just like a confirmation-ish, where you kind of settle a life or something. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. To be honest, because I'm kind of expecting that I'll at least live until 80. So that's why I'll be spending my life in 4 different countries. But then who knows? I mean, if I can change it to 10 years, why not? I guess that'll be even more beautiful. I can even experience more country. But at least for now, I don't dare to think about the last 10 years, because thinking about 80 to 100, I felt like during that period of time, it's not about exploring anymore. It's just like finding a place to, to live the last few years. I mean, of course, if I do exercise and all that, if I actually maintain my health and all that, I can do that. But it's just a bit different, I guess. It's unlike before 80s. Even by 80, I'm not sure how active would I be. Like, you just wouldn't be able to move around too much. And then I think moving houses and all these things will just take a lot of effort. It will just take a lot of effort.
It's not easy.
It's definitely not an easy thing. So I wouldn't want to put in the effort to think about that final 20 years. So probably I'll just have the last 40 years in one same place. But I guess now that I've spent my first 20 years in Malaysia, my second 20 years in UK, I don't know, my third 20 year, I kind of thought of staying in New Zealand. I guess it's just because like, it's totally the other part of the world, which we rarely explore, because like it's the southern hemisphere, and there's few countries in the southern hemisphere, and definitely fewer that are actually more developed countries. So New Zealand is one of them. That's why I'm quite interested in traveling there. So yeah, just to find out how New Zealand life is, because I know that it's relatively chill and all that. So that's something that
Yeah.
I kind of want to do. And then probably when I'm 60 to 80, I don't know, but I just have this thought of, moving to Taiwan. I'm not sure why. Not sure why, but yeah, I guess I just have that thought of moving there. Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe my thoughts will change somewhat, but there's just no other country that kind of attracts me, because I guess I spent 40 years living in English English developed countries, northern and southern hemisphere. I guess that final 20 or even 40 years, maybe I just want to try living in a Chinese speaking country which is somehow friendly and all that. Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe even Japan. But I guess maybe the reason why I limit my choices to all these is because
language barrier.
Yes. I guess I limit it because of based on how comfortable I would be. Yeah. I mean, Japan might be a good choice. I don't know, but probably I need to spend some time learning Japan because, yeah, I don't know. There's just a few thought I kind of had. Yeah.
Okay, when you share with me the thoughts, so I actually don't have a specific country that I wanted to stay in, but I kind of have for 20 years. Each 20 years, I have different, how do I say, maybe goals or aim that I want to achieve or experience. Like okay, for the current 20 years, like 20 to 40. So what I want is, of course, to build my career and explore more stuff that I want to do. That like working hard and all, earning money and getting everything that I want. Yeah. But then for the next 20 years, maybe 40 to 60, I think that time I'm still like physically fit, I believe. Yeah, so maybe I want to explore more stuff that is related to myself, like deep inside what I actually want. Everything from, at least for myself. Yeah. Then the next 20 years, maybe I will be a bit old already. Then I want to just live in a very chill and very friendly environment. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all for me.
All right. Okay. Actually, I mean, okay, that is true. I mean, I guess indirectly what I'm doing, maybe I package this thing to look like I'm like traveling around the world. In fact, maybe not. It's more like what you said earlier, where when you move to a new place, it allows you to do new things, reflect something like that, because you are out of your original identity. It just gives you more reason to start whatever you want to do. And I think, I'm not sure. I mean, like, I mean, what you want to do is kind of true. Like, you can package this 20-year alive things into different ways. Who knows? Like I want to first spend my first 20 years building this career, and then after that, I maybe I want to start doing different things. Write a book, just like do different things. But then the one main thing that I would definitely encourage people. I mean, not that everyone needs this, but most people would definitely gain some help from this, is that still you should find somewhere else to move to, because the thing is that you say you're going to stop your career after 20 years. But the question is, will you do that? And then
I mean,
and another thing is that even if you stop that in your current environment, if you face some difficulties difficulties in like kind of the next stage of your life, let's say you kind of turn into book writing, you try to be an author, would you? I feel like it's more likely that you will fall back into going back to your career when you face failure in that book, instead of trying to find help on that book, because the environment that you're in, the people that you know, is more on your past career instead of on writing a book. But in your new country, I guess I guess of course you may still meet more people that are related to your past career because of your experience in that, but because it's a new environment, it depends. Kind of depends on your goal and all that. At least you are not stuck with all the people. You have the choice to kind of find new people, and then you are in a you basically start with zero lah. Like as if we talk about friends and all that. So it's more likely that you will have the chance to, explore things that you actually want to do. It kind of just push you into doing that. And then I guess maybe there's less of a social pressure and all that. And you wouldn't think failure as failure. Like I guess you kind of have a different mindset to it because the people that you're facing is different. So of course, it's not that everyone needs this, but I guess it would definitely help most people, like including me, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to clarify. Like, after the very hardworking 20 years, the next 20 years, for me, I don't think I can completely stop myself from my original view or what. Just that maybe I'll make it a part-time stuff or what, that I don't just solely focus on that. You get me? Cannot.
I don't know. I don't really buy into that. Because I mean, the thing is that I understand why you wouldn't want to drop it all off. Maybe it's because of insecurity, and then maybe it's because of the money and all that. But I don't know. I guess still, I guess a period of complete drop out of it is important because I guess that's just a very, very, it's just really important to completely drop out of it for a period of time. Otherwise you just can't go fully into the thing that you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, I agree now.
Yeah. I mean, not that I mean, even a few months would be important because always the hardest part would be starting. And then if you don't kind of, it's kind of just like the YouTube thing where you, like, initially Ali just taught us how to keep it going. That's why we need to make it easy and something. I guess that's the hardest part. So once you kind of got it going and all that, that's where you can start getting other parts into your life. Yeah. Yeah. If you're handling, part-time job or something, like I would imagine if I actually try to start YouTube right now, I would definitely hate YouTube. I was like, oh my God, can I stop this or something? It's luckily I started last year with 2 videos a week. When I kind of sold my company, that's where I have like a lot of time to dabble with, like to kind of face a lot of mistakes, go through a lot of things that people wouldn't do and something like that, then to realize that, okay, that wasn't such a great idea. That's why now I kind of streamline the process, something like that, and I kind of can make a video in 2 weeks. So yeah, I guess it's required to have a period of time of complete drop off and then just like kind of focus on what you do. Yeah. And I think that's actually very cool.
I agree.
I feel that's very cool. Just like Paul, what Paul Millett, one of he's now an author. I'm gonna buy his book soon. And then what he did was that what he does is he just goes around talking to people and all that. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get my dissertation done, and then I will try to invite him onto this podcast, and then it will be our first try talking to a kind of complete stranger, and then an international person. It sounds so weird. I mean, I shouldn't say it this way. I mean, just like someone from a different country other than Malaysia, and then sharing his experience. That's something that I really want to do. I kind of want to hear from him. Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to that.
Yeah. So yes, I guess that's my point of view on in regards to that. I just think, a certain dropout. I don't know, but I mean, maybe it's because of our mindset as well. That's why we need that. It's kind of like a period of time to refresh. You definitely need that. Like if you keep on your past responsibility, you kind of just tend to do that. And I mean, it might happen that we have this tendency to seek for productivity, and then during that period of time, because it's just so hard to do that new thing in life, where you tend to go to do the old thing in life just to feel productive, so that you give a reason not to do anything else in life. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
I
Something
agree.
like that, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else I would like to share in regards to these 20 years alive?
It's kind of weird that I'm sharing because it's just like, it's literally a proposal. It's nowhere near, not that I've done any result out of it, so it's quite funny. It's a really funny thing. That you asked, like when you mentioned the thing, sharing, like as if like I am someone that have experienced this. It's like, oh, everyone should definitely try this or something. Like, no, I mean, it's just a proposed thing. I'm not sure if it will even come out. I mean, to be honest, it's still quite a long time, right? Sometimes okay, kind of relate back to our past episode where we talk about what we're already in our 20s and we feel like we're old or something. But then when you look at it, like, okay, I mean, okay, time's gonna fly fast when you look back at it. Like look back at your when you're 10 years old, you feel like, oh my god, that's like not so long ago, like not much happened between. But then when you look at it, like 40 years actually, there's still like 18 years for me. So no, it's still some time, it's still some time. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's definitely still some time. I shouldn't be too worried about it. And then I still can do a lot of things, like look at how Ali, I hate that I'm sorry that I always use Ali as an example. He's kind of my idol-ish. I don't know, but I mean, like, he achieved a lot. Like in like he's not even 30, right? He's not even 30. Like in theory, by 30 he can move to another country comfortably, and then his company can be fully remote, something like that. So yeah, things will just work out for him. And so yeah, I don't know. I guess I definitely want to make this happen. I want to make this happen because the thing is that I don't know. I feel like now I'm thinking a lot for my kids, but I have a reason for this. Not that I want my kids to do things to follow my footstep, but I figure out that doing all these things in front of your kids isn't so that they will follow your footsteps, isn't so that they'll follow what you do, but you give them a lot more ideas on what could be done. Yeah, they are not limited to what they see around. And of course, if you have done it personally, they would more likely do it instead of following someone that does it on TV or something, because I mean, you are their parents, so they are more likely to trust you, and then they've seen you doing it. They will learn from you, yeah, something like that. So I am doing this so that I hope that it kind of gives my child a idea on how it could be done. And yes, yay, Verene is back. I was worried that how would I continue this podcast because Verene's not here. But yeah, I mean just now I was just saying that, like, I just want my child to have more of an experience or something, like, like, oh yay, they can actually do this, something like that. Yeah, that's, I don't know why I'm thinking about it. It's like I try to frame it in this way where I want to I mean I kept listening to Ali's podcast. I felt bad because I keep listening to Ali and Timo's podcast, and I never touch on other podcasts. So I keep thinking, like, this is a very good podcast. Like, it's like I'm kind of in a comfortable zone, and I never grow out of it. I now I keep thinking of it, but I guess I'm trying to finish it, and then I will finish it soon, because I started like 2 years later. They started in like 2019, and then I started listening in 2021. So I guess I'll catch up soon. Once I'm done, I'll start checking out other podcasts. But the thing that they kind of talk about is that we should always try to do things for goals that are within our control. So that it kind of makes sense. It wouldn't demotivate you. So like, but it's weird that I keep using my child as a goal to do all this, because like I want to do podcasts because I think first it's a very good thing to document my life, and then I can listen it on my own in the future, or even let my children listen to it. And YouTube is the same thing, like documenting, and then I can review it, my child can see it, and then doing these two things would make my children more likely to do all this kind of stuff, because like these are easy, very, very easy things to create. You can literally do it on your own, like I believe if you knew your mom would have actually become, if your mom is a YouTuber, I believe it's more likely that you become a YouTuber because of many, many reasons. One is because your mom is just holding camera all the time, and then you're probably in the frame all the time. You would just learn how to talk. You're just comfortable acting in front of camera. So a lot of the problem that people want to be a YouTuber, I mean, a lot of problem that for people, how do I say this? A lot of the people who wants to be YouTuber face all this kind of problem, and then you just wouldn't have all this problem because you already faced it earlier on in life. And I guess I just want to have that kind of experience for my child. And yeah, I guess this 20-year life thing is like the same thing for my child as well. Yeah. So
like actually there's no wrong using, like, giving your child what you want as a reason for you to do all this.
That's no wrong. Definitely there's no wrong. But I just find it weird because I'm not sure if it's an inner excuse or something. I don't know, but it's kind of weird, because like I know having a child is definitely in my control, because I can, there's many ways I can. Worst case, I can even adopt one. But then it's just a bit far off to be my goal. It's like, at least I think personally 10 years down the line would be a reasonable estimate. By 10 years, definitely I'll get a child. But then it's just a very far off thing. So yeah, I think it's just very weird for me to use that as a reason. But then I do think that this is what the main reason I do it. It's not exactly for myself, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then I guess that's all for this. Do you still have anything that you want to add on?
I mean, actually, nothing else. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Just like, I find it interesting that I don't know why. Like, I'm not sure if it's actually me that is thinking that I want to do this for my children, or I'm just making up this excuse based on something else. So yeah, that's one question I have. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I guess that kind of sums it all up for 20-year life. Who knows? Maybe, hopefully, by what I plan is like 2040. Because I'm quite a lucky child to be born in the 2000, like year 2000. That's why I can easily calculate my 20 years. And then like hopefully by 2040, and then this podcast will go into its 20th season. Yeah, it's 20th season, and then I'll have a live update here talking about how it is moving to New Zealand, or even other countries. Like, hopefully that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like, in our 10th season in 2030, and then I'll be moving to New Zealand. That wouldn't be a bad idea as well. We'll see how it goes,
Yeah, but the idea of 20-year life is actually quite interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just worth pursuing. I mean, I was gonna talk about this, but then I forgot. I guess the thing is just, because sometimes I mean, the main thing I'm doing this isn't to make my child do it, but I want to try to do things that are a lot more different than what an average human would do, just so that it's like the concept of building a bigger box for my children, because it's hard to think outside of the box. But then if all the people that are close around you are doing different kind of things, going for wild experience, you will tend to do it because they are close to you, and then it just kind of opens up your experience that, okay, so this is possible. Because if we actually just do whatever an average person do, I mean, your child would easily know that could be done, because like an average person does that. Like pretty much everyone, or I would say like maybe 90% of the people he encountered would do that. But if I can, because I know that you can rarely make so much impact on a person, but me being a parent, I know that I can just do something that is wildly different, and then it will make a relatively huge impact to him. So I think I should do this. I should just do something different, and so that I can make an impact for my children. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, true. I think that's actually a good idea, because if let's say everyone in your environment is doing the same thing and they think the same way, like you will not be successful if you do something different. Then you won't have the idea, or even if you have the idea, you don't have the support from people around you, and it becomes a lot more difficult for you to get it done.
Yeah. I mean,
but if let's say your environment is supportive, and because everyone is doing different stuff and you can see they are successful, and so there's pretty much no people stopping you from doing that if that's the case. And yeah, that's just a lot more easier for you to work on it, because you face lesser, like, how to say that?
Obstacle, something like that. Yeah, obstacle or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I guess that's one of the main reasons, because like knowing that with a child, I can definitely make a huge impact with whatever I do. So yeah, I guess I just want to do that, and then like be one of the reason that changes his life a lot more, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I just have one interesting thought. Okay. If let's say in your 40, then your child is kind of like teenager, or then he or she don't want to move.
Actually, if he does that, I would be happy. As long as it's not for some very, very, very stupid reason. There's no such. Okay, I did something wrong. I shouldn't say stupid word. As long as it's not there's no such thing as stupid. It's just I guess some can be really unreasonable. As long as it's not for some really, really, really unreasonable, because like, oh, I want to stay here because I just really like eating this particular restaurant that I've been eating for 10 years. If it's for that reason, I guess this, I can't think of a worse reason, but I think this is, it's not that unreasonable, but then I guess it's, I don't know, I guess if he comes out with a valid enough reason, I guess he can stay there. But then I just don't think that people can come up with valid enough reason to stay at one place because of a restaurant that he's been eating for 10, 20 years. But then, yeah, I actually do hope that he does that. I mean, yeah, why not? Sure, you do it. Do whatever you like. But but the main thing is that it kind of falls upon my responsibility to make sure that he grow up the way where he grow up the way where, how do I say it? Where he will be able to take care of himself. So he's like kind of brave kind of guy, and then knowing how to take care of yourself, like, why not? You just stay here. I kind of do. The reason I'm doing all this is so that, you can do this. You can do anything you want. that's kind of the point of me doing all this kind of wild stuff in my life. It's not so that you will do things like me. It's so that you can do different things. the main thing is that you can do different things. As long as you want to do it, why not? Yeah, that's not right or wrong way. I guess the main thing I hope is that they will enjoy their life. Yeah. Anyways, that
Or maybe
live their life, that they will enjoy it, you know. Because I think yeah, I mean, in order to succeed, it's not about how similar you are to people around you. It's about how different you are, how special you are. And then
true.
yeah, just do it. Just do it. Like, I mean, and another thing is that I think there would be no different to the world if I just make another average child, but making another different child would have the chance of putting a change into the world. So yeah, that's what I hope will happen. So yeah, if he does that, I am definitely happy. That's why I have this uncommon thought. Or like no, not uncommon thought. There's a better word for it. I forgot what's that word. There's this unpopular opinion of mine, saying that even if my even you, let's say if you happen to meet my wife and all that, suddenly one day you wanted to do something really wild and different, and then I couldn't accept that, I would accept a divorce because of course, hopefully I can we can do it together. That would be great. But for some reason, let's say if I really cannot stand doing that, and then you really want to do that, I think it's okay. The divorce is fine. Just hopefully that in a better managed way where it doesn't affect our child. We can do that, because I think humans should just do whatever they want. Yeah. As long as it's the main thing is that as long as it's in good term with your partner, and then yeah, human is free to do whatever they want. We should just embark in our journey and all that. Do whatever you're different. We should just be brave and try to do new things. So yeah, this is an unpopular opinion, but then yeah, just want to say it out here. yeah. I mean, the main thing is that if the main thing to justify that is like, if I really love you that much that I know you really want to do that, I mean, there's no point keeping you here just so that you'll be my side and then you can do that thing. Because if I love you, I would totally support you onto doing whatever you want, and then because it doesn't fit my life, and then ultimately we're living for our own self. It just doesn't fit my own lifestyle and all that. So yeah, I mean, we'll divorce, but then still, we were part of our journey. We were part of our own journey. No. There is a part in both of us that consists of this we thing, but then I guess this is just a new part of life where the we can't be included anymore. But then still, yeah. But this might be a bit unpopular as well. I think, I feel like divorce is okay for the right reason. Yeah. Unpopular opinion. The main reason is not to I guess the main two reason for divorce is, first, it shouldn't affect the child, and then second, it's more about pursuing personal interests. Yeah. I guess personal interest is a bit bored, but yeah, like these two things, and then a divorce can be justified because ultimately we're living for our own. So there just could be parts of your life where maybe you can't really, maybe not that you can't, or maybe not really that you can't. Maybe the other partner doesn't want to embark with you on this part of the journey. Then but then like, why not? Since you're living for your own, it's all about having interesting personal lives and all this. Why not? it's been a great journey together, and then you guys can embark on a different journey, something like that. So I personally think divorce is okay. Unpopular opinion, but then yeah, as long as it doesn't affect the child, and then it's for personal interest. But personal interest is very broad. When I talk about personal interest, I try to exclude you just because your partner is not attractive enough and all that, but then I feel like personal interest can include all that. But it's basically not all these kind of simple things. Like it's like more like grand goals where the partner cannot accept. Like you're trying to live your life in Africa, trying to help out the people over there, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, something like that where your partner can't really accept that. Okay, we can't really accept this. Like I'm gonna spend the next 10 years doing that with you, so I guess it's better that we divorce, so we'll explore our own paths, something like that. And something like that. Yeah, so that's what I think. Unpopular opinion. Yeah,
I won't say I don't agree, just that I'm still trying to digest some part of it. Yeah, but
it's
I
not
totally
easy.
agree that if, let's say,
that's why it's a unpopular opinion.
If let's say 2% really have different pathway, then it's also hard for the children if they continue living together and both are not happy.
I mean, it kind of depends on the education as well. If you kind of grew up your way, kind of teaching them like life is about pursuing your own path, like doing whatever you want. So you can kind of, I believe it would be a lot easier to tell your children like at this point in life, we kind of have different paths. That's why we are embarking on different journey, something like that. And so they'll kind of understand that. Yeah. But of course, that will make them harder to find a love life, I guess, because
yeah, true.
The hardest thing about love life is that you kind of, because you are trying to meet a lot of people, so you have to be kind of average to be able to meet a lot of people, and then only when you meet a lot of people, then you kind of need to be the special one, so that you kind of can. No. Actually, no. I'm sorry. That's the wrong way of saying. I think because there's just majority of the people are average, it's hard to be special. If you be special, it's hard for you to fit in and find a partner that fits with you. Yeah. Because it's kind of like what's that word? I guess you just need to find someone with the same wavelength, and if you're average enough, everyone will have quite a similar wavelength. But if you're too different, it's hard for you to do that, something like that.
Yeah, but sometimes there's an exception, like opposite attracts.
Opposite attracts. That's hard though. I mean, like it's not in this
common,
case,
just that
in this case it's hard, and then I don't think it's something that I wish it to work, because imagine if in your case opposite attract, like someone that is so wild and they want to go around, and then someone who doesn't want to do that, like it's just gonna make the life a bit hard for them. So I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, like this just something. Yeah. That's it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and I guess we go a bit too far.
Yeah, I guess it's okay though. I don't know. I mean, like 20-year alive thing. Yeah. So I guess 20-year a new relationship. Just kidding. No, just kidding. Don't look at me at that. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, like, no. Of course, not a new relationship. But then, I guess, I don't know. But unpopular opinion again. I feel like I say too much unpopular opinion. I guess romantic relationship exists. I guess, I don't know. Should romantic relationship be a long-term thing, or is that a marketing thing? I felt like this could be a business and marketing thing. I feel like it might be, but maybe it's not, because I'm not sure. I guess we just have to let's not throw out random stuff here, and we're just gonna study into that and maybe talk about it in the future episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay, then I guess that's the end for this episode. Thank you everyone for listening. If you like our podcast or you don't like any part of it, just feel free to let us know.
Yeah. Please email us. We are desperate for your emails. Hello at incthoughts. Hello at incthoughts.com. Right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can also drop us a review or anything on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Yeah. We'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on Apple Podcast. If you're not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthougtspod. Thanks again and see you all next week. Bye bye.